Day that I actually think to myself, do you know what? I can get dressed up for you guys, but until then, it's a no from me. Okay, that's so much better. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you have not noticed already, your girl has got a new camera. Oh, that's a reflection. I thought something was on my camera. Oh, new camera vibes. Welcome back to my channel. I've got a new camera. It is absolutely wonderful. I got the Sony ZS one, the camera that everybody's going on about for vloggers, and I thought to myself, okay, if I get this camera, it's really going to push me to create the most amazing content that I can. So with that being said, we're going to go straight into this video. I am going to be talking today about 15 amazing things that I like to take in my hand luggage. I had so much more content ready and planned and beautifully done, and unfortunately it's kind of all rolled up to the fact that I am waiting for something to happen before I can go back to work. So I know a lot of people kind of wanted to know about what I do when I travel, etc, etc. So I was waiting for me to go back to work to be able to do that, but right now I'm on hold. So until that happens, I'm just going to give you as much content as I can, and like keep my planned ones to the side. Anyway, so we'll get straight into the video. So today I'm going to be talking about 15 of my favourite things that I take on board in my hand luggage. Now I have quite an array of different things that I like to take on board because I like maximum comfort when I'm flying. A lot of my flights are long haul flights when I'm working, and if I'm going to a long haul destination, I do not want to be uncomfortable with loads of makeup on, in heels, into something tight on the plane. I like maximum comfort. When I'm in business class, you get lie down beds, obviously, so like I can't be kind of hitch up in a skirt, like, you know, with loads of makeup on, trying to save face or see who's around. No, when I travel, it is all about me. It's all about my luxuriousness. It's all about how comfortable I am when I'm travel. So I did 15 things that I think that really help me when I travel. I think there's going to be quite a few of these videos because there's an array. Like I said, there's an array of different things, and throughout the year I bet you any money it's going to change, and the more that I do travel and get back into flying, it's absolutely going to change. But these are the products that I kind of know that I used to take with me when I was flying, and also products that I take with me when I'm just flying as a passenger. And yeah, but the second thing I'm going to say is a lot of these products are geared towards dry skin too. I don't actually have that dry skin. I have combination skin, but when I'm flying, obviously hydration is the most important thing. I can't speak as a skin expert that if you do have oily skin, whether these products hydration wise is going to kind of mess up your flow and make you too oily or make you break out or whatever. But for me, like, I like to use as much hydration as possible to keep my skin really plump and really moisturized. When you're on a plane, it really dehydrates you physically and mentally sometimes. So like the things that this is just to keep my skin kind of glowing. So the first thing we're going to go into is something which not many people have heard about. I mean, like, I've used them once, and one of the reasons I bought them is because I was going back flying, and I thought, you know what, these were a really, really good addition to my case. A lot of the time you have these little plastic cases that you put all your liquids in. So first thing, I recommend just getting a normal plastic one, so you don't have to empty all your crap out at the airport. So when you do put this in your hand luggage, you can just take it out and put it straight in the tray, and then once you're through security, do whatever you need to do. The actual idea of taking all my liquids out and putting them in a clear bag is stressful. Just the thought of it is stressful. So I just got about 4 or 5 of these. You can get them from anywhere, Poundland, anywhere, just anywhere that's got clear, and that should be approved to go through the scanner. So that's the first thing. Find yourself some of these. Easy to travel with. No kind of dropping your lip gloss out, dropping your hand cream out, you know, dropping whatever else you've got in there. So this year I'm going to be trying to like minimize my liquids as much as possible in these. What was my point? I try to kind of minimize my liquids that I take on board as much as possible. So one of the ways of doing that was having toothpaste tablets. So these are the Awaken toothpaste tablets, and they're peppermint flavored, and I use them with my friend gave me 2 when I was just about to land, and I forgot my toothpaste, my onboard toothpaste. And you basically just crunch them up in your mouth like a tablet, and it just kind of foams up and creates toothpaste. And then I just brush my teeth with them. So it's quite cool to have like a couple of these in your bag, because that means that you don't actually need to carry around a toothpaste. I mean, if you've got a mini one, then that's completely up to you. But like as an emergency, I thought this was quite cool. So this is what I have. This is one of the first things that I put into my travel bag. The next thing I'm going to go on to is a toothbrush. Now I'm just using an eco-friendly Spotlight Oral Care one. It's nothing fancy, but it's kind of lightweight, quick, does the job, and eco-friendly. That's what you need. I do have a electric toothbrush that I use when I'm at home. I tend, when I'm out and about at home, I do travel with it. But I thought to myself, let me just get myself a good quality toothbrush so I don't have to be plugging it in every 5 seconds. If I go on short trips, it's not too bad, because obviously it can hold the charge for a certain amount of time. But long trips, yeah, just take this. I think lip balm is without being said. I mean, like I said, my face on board is really important to me. So I just go in with a whole heap of Vaseline. Not no little itty bitty Carmex or kind of like a tiny bit of this or a tiny bit of that. I just put my, like literally get a little bit on my finger. I go around my lips as well. I just go before I have a nap. So it is literally covering, because around my lips sometimes gets quite dry as well. Keeps me proper moisturised. So any type of lip balm, however you decide to get your lip balm. So we're going to go straight into eyes and moisturise it on eyes. So I use the Clinique All About Me, All About Eyes Serum, Depuffing Eye Massage Roll-On. So, that looks really shiny in there. So it's literally just a roll-on. So in the order that I use it, I just roll on under both eyes, as you can see. Hopefully there's a little bit of serum. And then I just rub it in. So yeah, depuffing. It's really cooling as well. It's good serum, and that's what I use. I tend to use this with my cooling lotion. So I have a small, like this is the Liz Earle cooling lotion that I only use kind of if I'm feeling really tired. So I kind of use them both together. I put the lotion on first, and then I put the serum on afterwards. But it's just a small kind of, it's to soothe and refresh tired, puffy eyes and remove light eye makeup. And I kind of just put them underneath my eyes and kind of relax for 5-10 minutes, then put my serum on. And then after I've put the serum on, I go straight in with the kind of like obvious underneath eye patches, because I like to, and it keeps under my eyes like plump. So by the time I land, sometimes I even sleep. So by the time I land, I just look refreshed. Sometimes I sleep in these. I just kind of put them on, and then I put my eye mask on. And then by the time I've woken up, these have kind of dried up a little bit. So the actual moisture in it has absorbed into my skin. So yeah, so that's kind of like my little eye routine that I do on board. And we're going to go straight into hand cream. It's always good to have a nice hand cream. I've just using this one from Body Works, the Waikiki Beach Coconut one. I don't know why I keep smelling everything on camera. It's really not that necessary. It smells great. Everybody knows it smells great. It's just a coconutty smell one. Then I am going to have... Then I have this. Now, I have a mini face sunscreen. It's a Groom one. It was only £6. And I got it because when I'm on long haul journeys, and I'm going from obviously such a cold country like the UK to a very hot country, sometimes I find myself like either queuing in lines on the tarmac, or queuing in the airport, or queuing outside the airport waiting for taxis, etc. And so I'm already exposed to the sun, and because I'm taking my sunscreen very seriously this year, I thought I would start carrying a little bit with me, instead of kind of getting to the airport, you know, landing, going through my luggage, looking for my sunscreen to then put on whilst I'm waiting for a taxi or whilst I'm waiting to be picked up. So a mini sunscreen is really good, because it also it kind of means that once you land, you could just put a little bit on, and even if you're not going directly to your hotel, you know that you're already protected and covered because you've got a little bit with you. So I think it's a really good idea, because it stops you from having to go through things and find things to go places. So yeah, a little sunscreen is amazing. This is 50 plus as well. I only use 50 plus sunscreen because I burn like a mother. I'll tell you that for free. A mini body spray. So I love this. One's from Sol de Janeiro. It came in like a little set with the cream. Everybody knows about this smell. You'll be smelling on top of the world if you use all of these together, especially as it has coconut undertones. I love smelling like coconut, so all these three together, I just smell like a tropical breeze, to be honest. Body spray to spray when you get off. This is all about refreshing yourself and having yourself feel good when you get off of the plane, because after you've been sleeping or if you've just been chilling for the entire time, you kind of want to, like, you know, get ready to enjoy your holiday, or, you know, even if you're coming home, you just want to feel good while you're coming out of the airport. I carry a hot water bottle everywhere I go, and I have a electric blanket on my bed because I love heat and I like feeling comfortable. And sometimes I have a mini one that you can ask people, you can ask the crew to fill up on board, but in the case where that's kind of like not possible, or if that's a little bit tricky, or etc., you can take a deep heat pack. I would always recommend this in your hand luggage, especially if you're somebody that suffers from joint like back pains or really bad period pains. It's always good to have one, because you just open it up, peel the stuff off, stick it on your clothing, and stick it on your or on your back, or if there's somewhere on your body that where you're in a lot of pain and you just want to like put like maybe a hot compress on for a couple of hours. It's always really good to have one handy. So yeah, I really do recommend traveling with a deep heat. I mean, I travel most places with this anyway, because I used to get really bad period pain, so just in case I travel with these, but like I do recommend them for anybody. Okay, then we're just gonna go into wipes and like toilet hygiene. Now, I don't think everyone should have to actually travel with disinfectant wipes to clean up the toilet, like to wipe down the toilet, unless you feel like you need to. It is gross in a plain toilet. It's gross. So what I tend to do is I don't tend to use a toilet paper. I like to use the Andrex Fine to Flush washlets. I like to use these like on the ground. I like to use these anyway, but I think these are quite nice, because if there is a part, because obviously they're not disinfectant, but if there is, like, if you do want to wipe down the rim of the toilet, or if you do want to wipe the sink, you can use this. If you want to wipe down anything quickly, it's not necessarily disinfectant, but like if somebody's peed on the seat or something and you don't want to use a tissue paper, these are really, really good. They're also really good just to keep you hygienic and clean. Don't forget, like, you are going to be cramped in a seat for up to 12, 13, 14 hours, depending on where you're going to. You want to make sure that your hygiene is really, really, like, taken care of. So just using a bit of tissue paper now and then is not really going to get rid of any, like, sweat or odor or bacteria down there if you're sitting in the same position for hours and hours on end. So I would always recommend taking, like, your Andrex washlets, just so you can give yourself a proper clean, and you know that you're really, like, clean down there, like clean wherever, because you could use these under your boobs if you get boob sweat. I mean, like, I get boob sweat. I had boob sweat the other day, and I kind of just was like, is that me? So, like, these are really good if you just need, like, a quick freshen up. Yeah, but initially, therefore, going to the toilet. And then I also have my face wipes that I take with me. Like, I kind of take these just in case something's on my face. I mean, you know, like I said, I don't tend to wear makeup on the plane, but, like, if I need to wipe something off of my face, I kind of use them similar to this, but obviously these can't be flushed. So I prefer to use these as if I was going to flush. These, just a small pack, you know, it doesn't need to be huge, for my face. That's what I like to use. One of the last things that I'm going to go on to is, okay, so I also have my VIP, I keep saying VIP poo, it's VIP poo. It's basically a fruity pin-up. Okay, it's basically a spray for the bath. It's a bathroom spray. So people that smell up the bathroom, and if you're just going in after them, it kind of like gets rid of the smell, a little bit like Febreze, but it's like a smaller spray. You can get them in different. Oh gosh, it is strong. It's a really strong smell. Oh wow, I don't know why I did that. It's a really strong smell, and it kind of just gets rid of the odour in the bathroom. Or if you've gone to the toilet and you've kind of on the plane and you don't want anyone to kind of smell your business, or it's really bad, or whatever you got going on down there, then you know, it just keeps nasty smells in your bowl. That's what it says. So it just kind of clears up the bathroom. I mean, some people don't care about things like this. I mean, I always like going to a nice clean toilet. So like if I go in and it really stinks, I kind of like, I feel really uncomfortable, and I just go in there for as minimum time as possible and then get right out of there. So if I go in and it kind of really stinks, and I just spray it with a little bit of this, and it kind of resets the vibe of the toilet, and it doesn't smell like the person before. There's such small spaces. So this is just like a nice little nicety that you can travel with. What I like to take with me is like a little bit of deodorant. I haven't actually, this is only 40ml, so like when it comes to creams and like liquids, it's only 40ml. It is always good to have a kind of like a little hygiene, like, you know, like a little, ooh, muscles coming in, yeah. Always good to have like a little freshen up on board, and then just put a little bit of deodorant on. So you just want to make sure that you're comfortable and make you smell good. There are some people on the plane that smell awful. There are some people that like need to take a good bath. It's always good to just try and remain as like clean and comfortable as possible. So those are a couple of my things that yeah, like I do like taking on board. I mean, like I said, you can switch it up. It's all what's your favorite things. These like 2 creams are my favorite, and they're both under 100ml. But it's literally just about how you feel. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed my video and on my new camera. I hope you were inspired by a couple of these things. Like I said, these are the things that I like to take on board with me. There was quite a few other things, but we're just going to start off with these things. Video part 1. And let me know your thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.